Being a Demon Slayer fan, we all have our favorite breathing styles, right? But did you know there are a total of 14 breathing styles in Demon Slayer? Let's have a look at all of them in this video. Water breathing. Let's start without wasting much time on tedious introductions and move on with the water breathing style. So the questions that arise is, what is water breathing? How does it work? Who invented it? Let's start with the first one. Water breathing is a breathing style that resembles water, especially the fluidity, flexibility, and adaptability of the liquid, and copies it with the user's motions, methods, and talents. And how do we put it to use? Well, it entails the user bending their body, arm, and weapon in a fluid manner to mirror the movements of rushing or flowing water. Users often see themselves supposedly producing and managing water while releasing its techniques. And the creator of water breathing was one of Yoriichi Tsujikuni's students who attempted to learn sun breathing, but were instead taught and trained an alternative, personalized breathing style that focused on their strengths and weaknesses, eventually becoming water breathing. If you are wondering how many methods water breathing has, then allow me to inform you that it has 10 techniques, with an 11th one devised and solely utilized by the current water Hashira, Gyu Tomioka, along with various modified variants of pre-existing forms. Next, we have the flame breathing. One of the most prominent Hashira and a fan-favorite Demon Slayer figure, Kyojuro Rengoku, was the principal user of flame breathing. Fans were able to see exactly how talented he was in the last Demon Slayer movie, Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train. Flame breathing contains 9 methods, with the 9th being a specialization of the Demon Slayer's Rengoku family. Flame breathing harnesses the movement of flames and the user's talent to conduct fierce, searing attacks. The secret to flame breathing is picturing the manipulation of the flames. Many of you know that flame breathing was authorized for the creation of love breathing, devised by another Hashira, Mitsuri Kanroji, to better utilize her particular muscles. Flower breathing. Another one we have is called flower breathing. As the name implies, flower breathing is a breathing method that develops assaults, motions, and techniques that are based on flowers and fruits. It is one of the 2 methods that evolved from water breathing, along with serpent breathing. In the series, there are 2 known users of flower breathing, notably Kanae Kocho and Kanao Tsururi. While it provides beautiful motions and assaults that might considerably injure foes, it does have certain downsides. A user is gifted the capacity to observe the world in slow motion while utilizing the breathing method. That is, at the risk of injuring their eyes in the long run. Because it might be damaging to the user, there are several superior breathing methods to master. Love breathing. There are a lot of appealing Hashira in Demon Slayer, but it's impossible not to be captivated with the love Hashira, Mitsuri Kanroji. As the pillar of love, she has devised a breathing method called love breathing, which has been adapted from flame breathing. Through love breathing, Mitsuri can obtain superhuman strength without having to alter her muscle mass and keep her agile figure. Because of this, Mitsuri can deliver fast and impactful blows that can greatly damage as well as surprise opponents. Since her body does not match the power she delivers, but sadly only Mitsuri may utilize love breathing as of now in the series, as it is specifically suited to her body composition. Serpent breathing. Another breathing technique that can only be wielded by one Demon Slayer Corps member is serpent breathing. One of the strongest Hashira, Obanai Iguro, has mastered water breathing and developed it in order to come up with serpent breathing. Obviously, the breathing method imitates snakes, which allows the player to access assaults and strategies that mirror how snakes slither around. Partnered with a twisted sword, serpent breathing may effortlessly slice through adversaries in a twisting pattern. The breathing method also allows Obanai to rapidly circle around their opponent and decapitate them. Because of the fluidity and complicated movement connected with serpent breathing, it is a breathing method that every lower demon should fear. Sound breathing. Anime fans haven't been able to witness Tenjin Uzui's sound breathing that often, but being one of the Hashira, it goes without saying that his technique would need to be a powerful one to win him a seat among the greatest Demon Slayers. Sound breathing is evolved from thunder breathing and is aimed to disorient the adversary by the loudness of the motions of the user. It possesses 5 methods, although only 3 have been disclosed in Demon Slayer, those being the first form, Roar, the 4th form, Constant Resounding Slashes, and the 5th form, String Performance. They are all useful and exclusive to Tenjin and his big, explosive Nichiren katanas. Until Tenjin battled the upper rank 6, no one had ever survived a combat against his sound breathing method. Wind breathing. Now we discuss the wind breathing. Sanemi Shinazugawa is the current Wind Hashira, another direct descendant of sun breathing. There are 9 versions that vary from the most basic dash and slash to one of the most devastating abilities. Gale's sudden gusts. Wind breathing simulates storms and other whirlwinds for largely offensive approaches. Insect breathing. Next, we have one of the finest breathing styles in all of anime. Insect breathing is a derivative of water and flower breathing, which was adopted by Shinobu. She invented this approach to simulate the fatal stings and motions of insects. Her blade is notably slender with a needle point to simulate the stinger function to inject wisteria poison into demons. There are 4 techniques called Butterfly Dance, Dance of the Bee Sting, Dance of the Dragonfly, and Dance of the Centipede. Shinobu matches the motions of the butterfly, dragonfly, and centipede, as well as the sting and speed of the bee, to behead her demon foes. Beast Breathing. Inosuke Hashibira, an unstable but one of the most loved character in the Demon Slayer who devised Beast Breathing, which is straightly taken from Wind Breathing, and he is also the only character to use it. This approach resembles how wild creatures move around in nature, and it is designed to be unexpected and primitive. It features 10 fangs, sometimes called shapes, that let Inosuke imagine distinct sort of claw-like cuts. Mist Breathing. Next there is Mist Breathing, which duplicates how the mist conceals and enables rapid attacks when the cloud of uncertainty is generated. There are 6 forms of Mist Breathing, plus a 7th invented by Muichiro, the youngest Hashira. Mist Breathing is a substyle of Wind Breathing. The 8th form, Obscuring Clouds, is the strongest application of Mist Breathing, since it both disorients, defends with an envelope of mist, and delivers attacks in the blink of an eye. Thunder Breathing. Another one of the primary breathing methods directly descended from sun breathing is thunder breathing, which resembles the swiftness of lightning. Zenitsu Agatsuma, portrayed by Hiro Shimono, describes it as a strength running through the muscles and blood vessels in the legs. While thunder breathing has 7 forms in total, fans have only witnessed how Zenitsu was able to make it his own by conquering the first form, Thunderclap and Flash. Stone Breathing. A form that has only been seen in the manga thus far, Stone Breathing, it is one of the 5 original styles that is developed from Sun Breathing. It has 5 known forms, all mastered by the stone Hashira, Gyomei, Himejima, although they weren't produced by him. Gyomei is commonly referred to by his fellow Hashira Tanjiro and Inosuke as the strongest Hashira. Being blind since birth helped him build a connection with the earth and perfect stone breathing in only 2 months' time. Sun Breathing. Tanjiro Kamado, the primary protagonist of the Demon Slayer, will soon harness what is known as Hinokami Kagura, or Sun Breathing, the oldest and most powerful breathing method that was utilized to build the flame, water, moon, thunder, stone, and wind. Breathing techniques the Demon Slayers employ to this day. It resembles the intensity and adaptability of the sun, reducing a demon's capacity to rejuvenate. This breathing style is a well-kept secret of the Kamado family. It contains 13 methods, and unlike other styles, they aren't categorized as first form. And so on. They are simply titled for their movement, such as Dragon Sun Halo Head Dance. Tanjiro has yet to master it, but he has begun to utilize it, with his water breathing as a base, and when he channeled it, it started to improve his skills, even more than water breathing ever did. Moon Breathing. Moon breathing is another breathing style that most people don't know and will learn in the following seasons of Demon Slayer. It resembles the moon and copies it with its users' motions, methods, and talents. Most, if not all, known methods and forms are conventional, yet variable swordsmanship techniques that emphasize rapid and forceful blows that always follow the shape and pattern of a crescent moon. Like all of the other original breathing styles, moon breathing also developed from sun breathing. When its founder, Michikatsu Sugikuni, sought to acquire sun breathing from his twin brother, Yorichi Sugikuni, he discovered he was unable to master it. So instead, he developed another breathing style which subsequently became moon breathing. This breathing style was primarily employed by Michikatsu, who was one of the first demon slayers to practice total concentration breathing. Even when he became a demon, he continued to use this. And with this, I have taught you about all the 14 of the primary breathing styles that are employed by demon slayers. By the way, just to let you all know, my preferred breathing method is moon breathing, because my favorite character uses it. Do let me know what your favorite breathing style is in the anime, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till then, see ya!